Ebony G here, the wellness strategist, voice of wellness, and busy Black professional women come to me when they are ready to level up in organization, time management, and prioritization in order to move their wellness journey forward, right? In order to expand it, to maintain it, to be more consistent with it, because we have so many things going on, especially now. And it's really, really difficult to keep it all moving in a smooth way, right? Sometimes we get a little jacked up, sometimes we get a little lost, sometimes we quit a little bit. But the bottom line is that what I believe is that this wellness journey for myself and for all of us, for you, is something that no matter what, you never want to quit, you never want to give it up, because you are just too important. You are too important. So we are going to just continue to dig in and really, really define what this thing called wellness journey is for you, and help you stay consistent with it. When I'm not doing these videos and teaching the people, you can catch me on iTunes, my podcast, The Kidney Connection, or anywhere where you can listen to podcasts. Really focuses on overall health and wellness with a focus on kidney health, because as the title says, The Kidney Connections, the kidneys are really the connection to your health. They really link everything together. And if you listen to some of my older podcasts, you will hear more. And moving forward, you will definitely see the wellness connection and connection with kidneys as we move along. But my overall goal is really to help busy Black professional women and equip them with the tools that they need to make mindful and intentional decisions about their wellness all the time. Right? So today we're going to hop in. Today's video is going to be about how to create 5 hours a week, at least, for your wellness journey. How are we going to do that? So I have a few. Now, mind you, everybody's situation, everybody's life is different. So, I give a lot of suggestions. I have trialed and errored many things that have worked for me, have not worked for me. Some little bit worked for me. But the important thing is to find what works for you most of the time, a majority of the time. And if it doesn't work, don't be afraid to scrap it and say, you know what, this didn't work for me, and I'm going to try something else. But today we are going to talk about just 5 points of ways to first identify how to create at least 5 hours in your week for your wellness journey. So let's get started. Number 1, do an audit of your time, right? You don't know how much time you have if you don't know how much time you have. And the only way to figure out how much time you have is to actually track it. So track, however many days you're good with. I suggest at least 3, because one day is not really a good, sampling of what your time looks like. I would say track at least 3 to 5 days from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed. And just, you don't have to change anything. You don't have to do anything. Just simply notice, be aware, and write down what it is that you're doing on those days. Because it's very important that, like I said, that you know where your time is going. And if you want to create more time, you have to find out how much time you even have, right? So that's number 1. Number 2, you might want to wake up an hour earlier. That right there will give you 5 hours a week, right? If you wake up 1 hour early every day on the weekdays, that right there gives you 5 hours. And I know it's not that simple. Take it from someone who I feel like I still have, my son is 10, but I still have pregnancy insomnia. I still have trouble sleeping at night. And, I have a sleep routine for that, because it's just, I could be super, super duper tired, but I will lay down and, things will start to roll. A tip though for that is I keep a dump journal by my bed. And when that happens, I will just jot it down in that dump journal, because that way I can get it out of my head and it won't keep spinning. I used to get up, grab my phone, and have to put all kinds of reminders and stuff in there. Meanwhile, I'm supposed to be limiting my screen time before I go to bed. So that's just, it was just wrong. It was just wrong. So, like I said, I got off track there. But point number two, you might want to wake up an hour early. And if you can do that, that is a great way to gain 5 hours of your day back. Number three, this is a good one. This is a big one. How many of you all do this? Do not overcrowd your schedule. Leave some white space. You shouldn't really, and I know there are going to be days when this happens where you have like, damn, I got a 3 o'clock, then a 4 o'clock, then a 5:15 or 6:45 or whatever the case may be. But your schedule looks like boom, 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 boom. So you have no time in between to transition to the next activity. You have no time to prepare, whether it's physically or mentally. No time to just take 5 minutes to just breathe like, okay, what's next? I'm ready. Let's go. Right? You're so just bam, bam, bam. That itself creates exhaustion. And just being tired and feeling overwhelmed and like, I don't have any time to do anything. So think about that. You don't want to overcrowd your schedule, and you want to try to leave some white space. But to me, point three takes you back to point one and doing a time audit, because if you don't know how much time you have, then you won't really know how to create that white space for yourself. Number four, get some sleep. Sometimes the problem is that you have the time, but you don't have the productivity because you're tired as hell. Once again, like I said, I feel like I fit into all of these categories, and I'm sure many women can relate to me. Some nights you just don't get the sleep, and it's like, yeah, I have the time, but I do not have the energy to do this. How many times have you gone to work out and you got your clothes on and you just sit there? Like, that happened to me last week. I got pulled up to the track and I was like, I can just sit here and take a nap. I can just take a nap because I was exhausted because I didn't get a lot of sleep in a half full day. So maybe your thing is to get some sleep. If you get some sleep, maybe you can get up 2 hours earlier, depending on your normal wake up time. Now, if you normally wake up at 7, if you can wake up at 5, if you have things to do and you can wake up at 5 and start your day earlier, you have gained 10 hours of weekday time. That's not even, messing with your weekends. You have gained 10 hours of weekday time just by waking up at 5 versus 7. Think about that. Sleep. And our last point is declutter your space. I don't know if you realize it or not, but when you have S everywhere, stuff here, things here, stuff on the floor, regardless whatever it is, mail on the table, your kids got stuff on the floor, you have stuff that you wanted to take care of and you haven't taken care of yet. That stuff, it clutters your space, but it also clutters your mind. To a certain extent, and it doesn't allow you to be as fully productive and engaged with your environment because there's so much stuff there. And it's really, really, I know you know how it feels. Think about how it feels when you clean up, you sweep the floors and you dust everything. Think how good you feel, how light you feel, how accomplished you feel, and how it actually energizes you. You know what I mean? To clean and declutter your space. So maybe set some time, aside to do that. And you'll be surprised at, I'm not saying it's going to be this huge wave of whatever, but you will get a sense of, energy along with that. So try decluttering your space. So I hope these few tips have helped you today. I know that it's not easy, and it takes a lot of work and it takes a lot of time and a lot of effort, to do these things. However, what I do know is that they are so worth it. They're worth it for you. It will allow you to find the time that you need for you and that you want for you. So thank you. Like I said, again, my name is Ebony G. You can connect with me. My website is right here. Catch podcasts, have free resources, some blog posts from back in the day. And check out podcasts, The Kidney Connection. anywhere you listen to podcasts. Thanks for listening, and I will be back next video with what can you do with those at least 5 hours that you found. We're going to talk about things that you can do with that time. So I hope you check me out and tune in. Thank you.